My name's Chris and I like listening to music. I'm going to listen to Black Milk and Fat Rave, Food from the Gods, which is an enjoyable quality rap album. Enjoyed it on every listen, but maybe didn't grow on me to become a classic that I thought it might on first listen. But there is plenty to love. I gave it an 8 out of 10 on first listen, and I think that's about right. Let's see what the last lesson brings. Listen. Track 1 from the Gods, a spoken intro into a great sampled beat. You know you're in good hands, you know you're in for a good time, especially with that Hammond sample and the vocals. Classic way to start any album. My ears are pricked up. Let's go, 9 out of 10. And the outro reminds me of Bad Boys for Life. Track 2, Elderberry, darker, moodier, from the streets but with an obvious heart. Deep and dirty vocal style in a sort of Busta Rhymes way, I suppose. Great sample, full of atmosphere. Not rapping in a straightforward flow, it's slightly offbeat, and that's intentional and it works, works better than on the beat. Only slight criticism is it would have been nice to have a breakdown. It is the same thing all the way through, but I'm nitpicking. All in all, it's just ace rap, 8 out of 10. Track 3, Talcum, slowing things down a bit and it really works well. Got the mics and the Billy Woods about it. Slightly less on the experimental side and more about the flow than the first 2 tracks, but with those strings it is one hell of a flow. Beat and rapper in perfect harmony, 9 out of 10. Track 4, Kane. The tracks just fly by. It's 11 in 27 minutes. There's no chance to get bored. The changeover between tracks on 3 and 4 was absolutely immense. From mellow to full on in a heartbeat, and you just go with it. Your head just starts bopping. I can't stop mine. This is great jazz samples, and they're unrelenting, and it's sort of got the Paul's Boutique about it. Rather than jump into something else, in 10 seconds, you just never know what's coming. Wonderful, 8 out of 10. Track 5, Just Say No, not as Ammo from Grange Hill cover, sadly. Gag for the UK crowd out there. On close listen, I've underestimated how much this has sunk in. This is a great breakdown with hardly any beat, but an unrelenting bass sample. Amazing how 4-second sample can make a song last 3 minutes and never get more boring. The last 15 seconds is the only time that it's not used. Clever music. Worked it out. It does the same thing 50 times, and it's far from dull. 8 out of 10. Track 6, Double It, reminds me a bit of DJ bass and easy rock. It Takes Two. It's party music with a foot in the early days of rap. Maybe for the first time I'm just drifting off a little bit. Even as background music though, it's ace. Love the outro with the guitar. Maybe would like to see more of that swapping about on the album, but again, nitpicking. 8 out of 10. Great stuff.